talk about the question of the Almajiri, the plan for Almajiri, and the president said, well, basic education is supposed to be the local council development area chairman's role and not the federal government per se. And then the UBEC fund also came into play. All of these I still find as a blame game, but he was really right when we say that basic primary education is supposed to be coordinated by the local council development areas and local government areas. But at the end of the day...
But beyond that, the issue of education, just like UNESCO recommended, of course, is supposed to constitute 26% of the budget.
Yes,
right?
Yes, but I'm not even, I'm not on yet. And then the president now pointed another finger where he said, when it comes to these funds, you find out that state governors and then the local government area chairman and then the LCDAs as well, they would sign up 25%, say, yes, we've gotten the money, and then the rest stays in the hands of the state governor. What does this tell you about if you are in the know and there has not been any due process so far, and you say you're fighting corruption?
I mean, it's really very shocking, and the one that even got me thinking was when the president, on up to 2-3 grants, kept on advocating the press need to help in this, the press need to help fight this corruption at this level, and all the rest. I mean, if you are in the knowing, then do the needful. You've got the ICPC, you've got the EFCC, and all those persons are not there just, just for being
because
there.
Because you call for the president.
You understand? These are the things
I've already done some
investigations. You spoke about.
But could the president be somewhat right? And I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here. The presidency does not necessarily have a say in how states manage their funding and how local governments fare under their states. I mean, we know that the presidency or the federal government has no jurisdiction. They can only appeal. Now, if those appeals fall on deaf ears, this is not an issue of buck passing. They're just saying, they're stating the obvious. Yes, we're fighting corruption, but...
But your investigation shows that there's some corrupt practices.
If you are a government who says your 3 main focus, one of them is fighting corruption, then you have to go down to every level. So there's no excuse of saying the press. And let me tell you something about the press. There are a lot of governors who pressmen have said, oh, I saw this and this happened and that happened. And the governors order them to be locked up. And we don't hear from the president and we don't hear from these people. So we can't just be there were a lot of things he was pushing to the press, and we know how many pressmen have been locked up. In fact, we don't know how many pressmen have been locked up.
And let me add to that. One unique thing also about the federal system we practice here, everything flows from the center. The center is very powerful, nothing like state police. You only have
but the center is now saying, well,
and then also the sharing starts from the center. The resources flow from the center instead of the other way around, where maybe you could have
states are as sovereign as the federal government.
So you understand where the states could, so it's now more or less like allocations. Every month the governors are looking up to Abuja, so forth. So with that kind of structure, it will be wrong for the president to say, okay, we manage security, we manage the allocation of funds, but when it comes to the blaming as regards to how it is shared, please don't call our name. I mean, it's still not consistent with our uniqueness at the moment.